Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back once again. Break the Record Live. We are playing Dark Souls Remastered. We're running the All Bosses category. And it's day 3 of the 3-day event here. We've got our last few hours, I'd say about another 9 hours left, it feels, until we're going to be shutting down those run attempts, and we're going to be crowning a winner here at the event. On the bottom of your screen, you'll see our leaderboard, and I can even bring up a cheeky leaderboard overlay so you can see how the standings are currently looking right now for our runners. There, as I said, there's a $5,000 prize pool, courtesy of our sponsor, Kaspersky, that our runners are running for. Winner taking home $1,500, and our 7th place contestant taking home $300. There's a big disparity based on where our runners will be placing. It's looking really close. There's a nice 2-minute gap between 1st and 4th, and all of those runners are putting in great times and looking very, very promising indeed. We've got another race at the back end as well. That is looking quite exciting and interesting to see what Mintius can do to push Iron Boy's time and Gentov to get that sub 1 at 110 time as well. We're currently watching Iron Boy, who's about halfway through the DLC, fighting Calamite, and we're going to see how his time's going to look coming out of the DLC. I'm joined by Duck right now. Capitan just taking a very, very quick break, and they'll be back in a little bit of time. But right now, it's looking pretty good for Iron Boy. Lost a bit of time on Artorias, but should still look good going into the last part of the run.
Oh, a fast cycle.
Nice. Not the common RNG, but
yeah.
Nice when it happens.
As long as you can get the hits, and yeah, he's pretty comfortable with his setup. Actually, the only one who has like a different setup, which is it's nice to see.
I've seen a lot of people standing for the left side when it goes for the quick cycle.
Yeah. Oh, he's got another quick cycle.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It's looking pretty good.
Yeah, he's losing a little bit of time against his PV. I don't know if that was like... Does that seem like a fast fight? It might have been to do with the run there with the dogs. He might have had some fun. Yeah. They can cause you issues.
It was a gold split he was going up against last time as well. It wasn't like he had any time save, let's say. So maybe he got like one good cycle and not the other one, but had a better run through. And that's the thing. Whilst we can focus on the RNG of the bosses, there's so much stuff. Yeah. I think I was talking yesterday, I believe, with Regol, and actually how some of the movement sections, whilst maybe kind of quite light in terms of like intense action, there's so much optimization done in pathing that maybe we kind of like don't spend as much time talking about or really focusing on.
Speaking of movement and the sections and pathing, yeah, that was a little spooky with the dark bead.
Yeah.
But yeah, made it through, so that's good. And now for the second set of air rolls. See, this one you have to start like on the button that activates the elevator. And actually there's an enemy who's coming up the elevator as you're rolling past. And it's actually there's an enemy here, and you might actually see he'll get a few souls possibly. And that's that enemy falling off the elevator. See if he gets them. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, that's that enemy dying. The one that was on the elevator. And actually, that enemy is normally here guarding Darkbead, so it's actually quite nice that you only have the 2 enemies here instead of 3, which is something you only get because of the air roll elevator setup.
Nice.
Like, if you quit out when you get down, that enemy spawns by Darkbead, and it makes the pickup a little bit more interesting, to say.
Yeah, so Darkbead is a very, very powerful spell that kind of has like a multi-hit cone property. It kind of fires out a spread of shots in like an arc, and obviously connecting as many of those as possible is going to be key to kind of like making these fights fast. But it's like the spell that kind of is used towards the end of the run. That said, Soul Spear will be used against Manus. Obviously because of resistance.
The damage is. I think the damage is better with Soul Spear. I'm not entirely sure, but mostly, if you wanted to use Darkbead on Manus, you'd have to go away and attune it, which would be slower. Nice. So you get that little animation cancel if you do the 2 casts at the beginning of the fight after going through the fog gate, and that's actually pretty consistent. Unfortunately, he missed a shot, so he's going to have to finish with some soul arrows, I think. Yeah, we'll do one more of these, and I'll have to switch.
Ooh, crikey.
And one more.
Yeah, so tight, yeah.
Okay, but lost a bit of time. But actually not against his PB. I think he had a bit of a mess in his PB, but yeah.
Yeah, there was 12 seconds time save that he had overall, so only getting 5 of that. Yeah, I think that extra soul spear miss kind of cost him some time there.
It's good. All right, what else is?
Okay, so this is important for Iron Boy now. Iron Boy has not yet done the 1 king. His gold is with a 2 king. So
yeah,
this is kind of, again, it's like 25-ish seconds, give or take, that we're looking at potentially for Iron Boy if he can get to it. He's obviously been trying it and coming very, very close to it. But hasn't yet got it. So
I think, yeah. Hopefully you get enough damage here. Yeah, nice. Usually you want to try and get the setup done on the elevator, which means you can cast full control earlier.
Yeah, I noticed that normally people run kind of to the wall and then do like a double back step, which probably lets the lift go down lower, so the damage is a little bit more. But he kind of opts for like a safer one, I think, because the back of the
it's a different one.
Damage is easier.
I mean, I know some other runners who do the same, where they just watch the elevator and know when to backstep. But yeah, the running against the wall is pretty consistent, so most runners will just do that. I mean, there's no difference time-wise because you're just stuck by how long it takes the elevator to go down. And needing to actually set up RTSR is why you have to wait for the elevator to go down at all. Because otherwise you could air roll it like they'll do later for Quelag. Because they could leave it down on the RTSR pickup, but no. Anyway, he's going to drop this mask, which is just part of a backup to make 2 kings the fastest 2 kings can be if he doesn't get 1 king. So let's just see what happens, I guess.
Yeah, this is a very tricky thing to do, though. Again, I mean, we've mentioned it before, but we'll mention it again. It's all about positioning and timing.
The second one, okay, he got the second one, and oh, that might be good.
Got it. Yeah, look at that. Happy about that one as well. You can see like the little nod of approval he threw out. Happy with that. Gets it. So
I didn't see what happened to Olsku's run because he had one past ONS that
he's just closed it down.
Yeah.
Looking like this is going to be a nice chunky bit of time save for Iron Boy.
Yeah, this should be a good save for Iron Boy. That's nice.
There it is. What was that? God, 15 seconds in total, so that's very nice.
Yeah.
Cheeky little gold of his. 15-second gold, because he was going up against his gold, so yeah.
Yeah, which was it was still a 2 kings fight, so...
Yeah, very nice.
15 seconds is alright. There's still a bit more, because he did have the soul spear miss. So his king fight was a little slower, but that's a nice time save. Going into Capra Gaping, because this is one of the scarier segments, I guess. Not the bosses, just the skips.
Oh, God.
That's just cruel. Come
Wonderful.
on.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, that can happen. That's all I can say about that. Like, yeah, that's happened.
We have another two gold splits. So yeah, I mean, it should be mentioned that Iron Boy's PB, his event PB right now, the 107.52, is really good. And actually has like a chunk of gold splits that he's going up against. And this one here as well, he's got a 1-minute gold split with Capra that I know that some of the faster golds are looking at like, the mid 50s, lower 50s.
Is he going to do this? Is he going to, hilt fling?
Yeah, I believe we've seen
not taking any chances with distance. Ooh. Oh, but he does use full control, which means the dogs are spooky, but that's fine. That worked out for him.
Lost the time to be made.
You'll see a lot of runners do. Yeah, he lost time. He got from that hit on his way here, unfortunately, but guess he's going to jump, equip that.
Okay. So I believe we've seen Iron Boy not go for the railing, jump. He goes for the door instead.
Let's see if he's still doing that. Looks like it. Yeah, he's turning that way. Oh, and RTSR, nice. There we go. Opening the door that teleports you to the door, and hence in here. It's nice. I'd be interested to see how the timing works out, but it's not going to be as quick as the railing jump if you get it.
Yeah, we've seen some runners get it first try, but we've also seen the same runners, take 4 or 5 attempts, maybe even more. And I think even a run was dead on it, just didn't get it. And you know what, I'm resetting because there was too much time lost. But
yeah, it's unfortunate. It's like quite a nice time save, but it is just like really I don't know. It's like it must be really precise, but it feels really random.
another little gold there, about 0.8 of 0.4 of a second.
Yeah,
334, 0.34 if you want to be very, very precise. So yeah, we're going to go for a bit more of a lengthy run here. We've seen some deaths that have caused a lot of time loss because you do go all the way back to Firelink if you do take a death during this segment, which is obviously not ideal. I mean, not really, but yeah, this is a very movement-heavy section as well, and I think because like a lot of it's in darkness as well, it's quite difficult to see where you're going. But again, it's knowledge about the topography of the area and exactly
it's
where
pretty
you're
much
going.
like where the walls are, and you just sort of got to follow your way through it. And there's like slightly faster and slower pathing, which is just depending on what you're more comfortable with. Like there's the fog gate skip you can do, but if you fail the fog gate skip, which is it's a somewhat tricky jump, that's just your run is over.
Yeah.
He's just going towards Pinwheel. Meanwhile, what is Dan doing? What was that? I don't.
He died.
He quit out. Yeah, he quit out like outside of the giant blacksmith's room, which meant that the winged demon was there. I don't know why he quit out early. Maybe he'd had some issues and was just in a rush to quit out before time ran out on full control. I don't know, but yeah, that's
unfortunate there. Yeah, I mean
that's unfortunate because he was it was like, oh, we can switch to Dan. He's just coming up on ONS.
Yeah. We have actually, speaking of ONS, we have had Catalyst just finished the Iron Golem. Is now in. Go ahead.
He's got the Anolondo run, but I think we might see Nito first. So I think
we'll
we can stick with Iron Boy until Kata's a bit closer to ONS.
We got looking pretty good as well.
We were just talking about this segment coming up, the tomb.
Yeah.
Where everything is suddenly in darkness. You have these prism stones of sorts, sort of guiding you a little bit, and then you get the eyes of the skeletons appearing, which is nice, spooky Halloween segment, I suppose.
A little bit late for that, but yeah,
a little bit late. Yeah, it's not quite seasonal anymore, but yeah.
Indeed.
Where is the Christmas segment? That's
God, Christmas Souls. I'd be very intrigued.
Yeah. Is that the painted world? Is that?
I guess so. It's the closest you're going to get to it, I guess, around here, around these parts. We've got Mintius getting past Hellkites. That's okay, and then we've got just a bunch of resets coming up from Dan and Gentoff, as we were mentioning.
Let's hope not. They don't have a lot of resets.
Well, I mean, a very recent one.
It's
at least.
Reset heavy, but let's hope they can get a run going.
Good point, well made. I stand corrected.
It's like a lot of resets coming up. I'm like, that's me.
Who can say? I mean, Berg is Berg, right?
Yeah. Hopefully, we'll have everyone streaming soon.
Yeah, we haven't had Nax just yet. I mean, obviously, he's the furthest west, I believe, so the trickiest one for him.
Yeah.
Mintius
getting a bit of bad luck and not quite making it to Gargoyles. All right, so yeah, we'll have Nito, and then we can hopefully see Kata fighting ONS.
Yeah, and he's looking good. Minus 3.5, which is nice. So we'll have to see how that goes. What happens first of all, though, for Nito when it comes to Iron Boy? Will he get a scream, or will it be quite straightforward?
No screams, and he's going for the Dark Bead fight. Oh, but this is kind of spooky.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
Let's have a look at that time.
Yeah. So you'll quite often see a lot of runners will just do the fight with Soul Spear, which just means you can do the fight from further away, and you don't have to get close. The Iron Boy had to run a bit closer, but nice gold.
Another gold. Yeah, he's looking really good.
Yeah.
So he'll be making his way down to Kalarg and Ceaseless, at which point, as we were mentioning, we'll jump in with Catalyst again.
Let's jump into Catalyst. There's a lot of running for Iron Boy, and we can see this this ONS fight. So yeah, Catalyst not using the arrow to the face setup, so he'll do a little jump here to take some fall damage. Hopefully, yeah, set up RTSR.
Indeed.
You just have to dodge these giants.
And you can, every runner always turns around as well to look at it, because they know that they have wide hitboxes.
Yeah, they can creep up on you. Yeah. Like, oh, I'm safe, and then suddenly you're not. Okay, hopefully.
Yeah. Ornstein and Smorg is a two-phase fight, but you got to kill like Ornstein first. But he's being a bit tricky though. Yeah. Missed the heavy soul arrow.
Yeah, but this is good. He's doing some nice slow attacks and staying still. Will he get the? Yeah, I thought that was a bit of a gamble shot. Oh, that was just mean from Ornstein. Okay. Like he cancelled his attack just to dodge the soul arrow from Catalyst.
Yeah, well, it could have been a lot worse though. We've seen a lot worse from their behaviors, so managed to get it done quite nicely. Did kind of like preempt the charge, the charge for the next cast, and obviously got an early hit on Smorg for the second phase.
Yep, and that's pretty clean phase 2.
Sadly though, goes for the right-hand elevator though, which I believe is a little bit slower than the left-hand one.
Yeah, but I mean, making the elevator is is the most important, and then it's like which elevator, and if you're close to the right-hand one, then that's what you're going to go for.
Okay.
So he'll probably lose a bit of time here, but not too bad.
Such those moments, yeah. It's
losing against his gold, but he might still be ahead of his PB. No, he's not going to be ahead of his PB. He'll be a few seconds behind.
Death animation takes a while.
Yeah, you're always like, oh, it'll be, and then you remember, no, this takes like 4 or 5 seconds. Yeah, there you go.
Kalar going down for Iron Boy. Pretty simple fight with Dark Bead. Still 2 shots though, because she is tanky. She's got like
Ada just casually getting a few souls there. There's a very nice glitch that kindly provided in the remaster.
Yes, indeed. And yeah, we will get our runners up to a very, very high soul level. I believe it was 97 intelligence levels. They'll also grab levels in attunement, dexterity, and endurance. This is obviously to get a little bit more stamina, for a variety of reasons. You know, not just being able to sprint for longer, but also being able to tank several hits. I've noticed that there's 3 hits that you can tank against Calamite, for example, with Strong Magic Shield, which just happens to be enough endurance for that. But attunement for spell slots for equipment, and then dexterity for spell speed. So you can cast quickly enough, which is very, very nice.
Yeah, which is all like essential for various things in the route.
Yeah.
How did he? Yeah. So
that is the last level up they'll do as well. But yeah.
Yeah. The duplication glitch works by using a stored value. You'll see if you watch really, like you probably have to watch in slow motion with Catalyst menuing. But before he does the dupe, he opens a menu to drop arrows, and he has 999. And then he uses a double menu glitch to use the soul, but use the 999 stored from the arrows menu. And just dodging those hollows. Very nice.
Stray demon.
Yep. And he's quitting out to set up RTSR with the second drop. And yeah, Stray attacking somewhere completely different because of the quit out.
Yeah. He's going to stand behind him and just like wail on him, and you can see you can see the speed of these casts as well compared to during the Ornstein and Smorg fights is much faster. The channeling.
He's waiting now just for the homeward bone, because this is like the one time in the run where he needs to keep souls. Oh, nice! He got an AFK knight. So he just like, can I kill it with a soul arrow? No, but thankfully he still gets out okay. But lost a little bit of time for the knight just standing there,
Yeah.
not attacking, which is what you want because that's easy to dodge.
Yeah, save some time as well there. Another 6 seconds time save. It's kind of like a real shame that, you know, Ornstein and Small can cost you so much because Catalyst got a nice chunk of time save from Stray. So it's like, if you could keep a hold of, you know, that time coming out of Iron Golem, he'd be, you know, almost 10 seconds in the green, which is super impressive. Should just mention at the end of that split as well that the Peculiar Doll was picked up. That's an essential item to access the Painted World of Ariamis, which is where two of our bosses, one of our bosses is with Priscilla, so needs to clear that fight a little bit later on. But yeah.
See, just there and buying a couple of things from Andre. It may seem kind of weird buying the bastard sword in a magic route, but actually that's just because it's heavy and it weighs the right amount for Catalyst to be able to keep doing the air rolls now that he has 32 endurance instead of the default, which is like, I can't even remember. It's not 32. It's like in the low ends, I think. And there's actually a number of reasons why the extra endurance is nice. It also does let you do extra air rolls, which comes into play later on in the run.
So a question I had as well, because it's one of those things that I've noticed, and it's kind of like a subtle thing you'll see our runners doing throughout the run. I mean, maybe it's not so subtle, but kind of unequipping and re-equipping, you know, right hand and hand weapons throughout. So kind of what is the purpose of this? And kind of, you know, how does it help?
It's essentially an animation cancel, and it lets you skip the sort of startup animation of sprinting. If you toggle, you also know sometimes you can block for the same effect, but blocking stops your stamina from regenerating. So normally you'll see they'll just use toggling. Like you'll see Catalyst is nearly out of stamina, so he's going to stop regen and he'll just toggle his weapon and start sprinting again. And he does his sprint in lots of little patches, so he's just constantly toggling his weapon on and off, which just looks a bit funny. But that is why. It's actually kind of. Is he just going to keep getting chased here?
Yeah, great.
It's actually less about being chased, more about the enemy just blocking his view, which is annoying. But Catalyst unfazed. Just going to cast full control here and do a plunge attack on this bit of wall, which allows him to skip taking any damage as he lands in the Hydra arena. And so this fight's mostly about knowing where the Hydra heads are gonna be when it finishes, like animating, and as he rolls away, hopefully he'll get you get the two heads there and then the one in the center, which he goes for. And as long as you hear the noise of the spear hitting, you're pretty safe and just carrying on.
Keeping an eye on things around our main screen. Iron Boy done with the Centipede Demon.
Should we check in on Iron Boy going into Bed of Chaos?
Yeah, this is coming up to. He's still got to do Priscilla and Gwendolyn first, but coming up to the end of his run here. Lost a bit of time in the Kelargan Ceaseless Discharge split, but still looking pretty good.
Still ahead.
Yeah.
So he's still a chance of a PB at least in the run.
Yeah, though we do have a little bit of weirdness, like the Better Chaos thing fight can be. It's claimed some runs thanks to Firestorm. There's two very important throws with the remaining fire bombs that our runners have. Called Toki bombs because it's set up to kind of like hit. I think two orbs to the sides of Bed of Chaos, which allow our runners to get into the center. But those. It's very, very particular setups. You'll see, I think a lot of runners switch to keyboard and mouse to allow this to happen to get like the right angle. If I'm not mistaken, it's kind of like one of those things that's just precise enough that requires a little bit more specificity on input. If you want to clarify that, if that was kind of incorrect.
Yeah, there are these two orbs, and there's
you see them there.
Objects inside, and that's what you're aiming these bombs for. Like conveniently, bombs actually, do destroy these two things, whereas you can't actually damage the boss with fire. It's kind of convenient that actually works. Hopefully that's good. Yeah, nice. Now he's just gonna roll down the center.
Firestorm.
Oh, why did you?
There it is.
Did he? No. Oh, that's just harsh.
Yeah.
That's just what you don't want to see happen. He tried to go for a range shot. I just think he didn't. You can't get it from that far away.
Yeah, I think it was just, yeah.
That's
trying to see what-
unfortunate. Sorry, Iron Boy.
You can see how destructive Firestorm is as well, just how much is going on. Well, with that done, we'll jump away from Iron Boy, who has stepped away for a moment after that run has died. So unfortunate there.
That's unfortunate.
Looking at it though, I guess we can either go and check in with Gentoff, who's doing RTSR, or we can have a look at Catalyst again, who's jumping towards Seath
Just
again.
see, we could check out Dan going to Gargoyles now that he's
Go
made
for
it
it.
past Hellkite. I was just waiting a second before I said anything. He was at Hellkite.
Sure.
I'm like, let's give him, let's see him get past this, because the Gargoyles fight is it's actually, yeah, it's like one of the longer fights, I suppose, in the run, just because it's early and you don't do much damage. But it's the best time to do it, just because it's the point when you're closest. I mean, and you can't at this point, like in theory, you could go and do Sen's Gate skip immediately, but because the route relies on magic, you don't have any magic yet. You don't have RTSR either, but
Yeah.
so you don't have any spells and you don't have the red Tearstone ring. So at this point, it makes the most sense to activate the elevator and just go straight to the Gargoyles fight.
Nice RNG in the hollow room. Normally one that stands in the threshold of the door, but got aggressive and attacked, allowing Danflesh an easy like evade and run past.
You see a bit of menuing there as well, which is actually he's putting the soul that he's going to dupe at the top of his menu, which just makes it easier to dupe it quickly. You don't have to scroll around looking for it. Nice, got the firebomb.
Yeah.
Oh, missed the hit. But yeah,
and got the wise strike though, so that should be all right.
It did jump away then, but I think he'll still get it. Oh, we should stop talking.
Oh, and that cleared up. Enough. It seems to be enough stun.
We should really stop talking.
Oh no, I mean it was weird because like it seemed okay.
Yeah,
he got caught by one thing.
Well, but it just jumped away from him, and then the run got away from him.
Yeah, it'll be a reset for Danflesh then. It was kind of strange though, because like it almost seemed like he was like stuck in hit stun for a very, very long time.
It looked like something happened to Iron Boy as well.
Oh, Iron Boy.
See. Yeah.
Oh, Iron Boy. We were watching. He got Firestorm.
Yeah, he got Firestorm. Sorry. Yeah, Brain.
No,
Brain is not working.
Catalyst, however, did lose his run on the way to see.
Catalyst lost a run as well. Yeah. Oh, and Mintius here is being kind of trolled by. We can do.
Oh wow, yeah, his strike.
Taurus here is got up on the stairs, and that just makes the fight really awkward. It's not. It can actually jump off on that side, but I think I've only seen that like one time, where Taurus Demon has jumped off that way.
Yeah. So back to the beginning of the run then for Danflesh as well. We'll see the obvious open things. Our runners grab you can choose a gift at the start, and our runners choose black fire bombs, and that's allowing. I think you get 10 of them, and there's 5 used immediately on the Asylum Demon, 3 at the start, evade to the front left, 2 more, Asylum Demon down. Now this leaves 5 for other parts in the run, and again, there's 2 used at Bed of Chaos towards the end, and then obviously 1 depends on how runners want to approach, but you can use 1 on the Gargoyles, as we saw Danflesh doing earlier before losing the fight. But
yep, and the final 2 used to snipe the Undead Merchant. So yeah, you get 10 firebombs and you use all of them in the run.
Which is nice when there's precise things like that.
It's convenient that it works out. Yeah, there have been routes which used more and then had to buy some in the DLC.
So this is an interesting thing here as well that Danflesh did, which is kind of like you do a quit out after rolling into certain walls, and basically when you quit out, the game kind of like saves your location, like your kind of like a stable location, and when you quit out and load, your characters do this standing up animation as you see there. And if you do it on certain walls, you'll do it here, and I believe in Sen's Fortress as well. You can basically like break open a wall with the stand up animation, which is.
You have a very strong stand-up animation in this game. You are very powerful. You can destroy walls. Barely, just by standing up. Oh, Mintius not having much luck in Hollow Room. Yeah, that's unfortunate. We've got Gentoffer making his way to Iron Golem.
Yeah. We'll just see how that goes, and we'll probably might be nice to see a bit of Gentov. Haven't seen him on the main screen too much today, so
Yeah, let's pull him in while Dan does Berg.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on that one, Dan. Though we currently have a lot of people away from keyboard, taking some breaks. They've been going a lot today, so good to see it happening.
A lot of resets, so yeah.
Oh,
it's understandable. Oh, yeah, it's back.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, a little punch to get the snake out of your way, and then this cycle, usually lines up, so you can just run straight through. Like the whole of set, it's interesting because a lot of people, it's like the scariest part, all the traps, but when the speedrun route is just run, don't stop running.
Yeah.
And you'll be okay. It's just kind of, all these enemies in your way. Just go around them. You'll be fine. So you're going to Iron Golem, which is just it's a fairly
we don't even deplete the HP bar of this guy. It's a bit of a, again, I hate to use the word cheese, but a bit of a gimmicky fight where we have obviously earlier grabbed a couple of spells. Great heavy soul arrow, great soul arrow.
Dodging Bob.
Yeah, thanks Bob. Good lad.
Dodging for the.
Yeah. So the Iron Golem is on a very, very thin pathway, kind of similar to the one that we're starting on here. And essentially, after the first strike, going to basically run through his legs and kind of start the turning animation. And you can see what they'll do is kind of just cap him between, just underneath the knee, which stuns, and then another shot to make him fall over. And that sends him over the edge and finishes the fight for you. I think it's 400 damage for the initial stun with a great heavy, and then a regular great is a 200 damage to send him over, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it's 400 is needed to stagger, and you almost do. I can't remember if you do exactly that or just almost exactly that. And then the great heavy does 200 something, which is enough. I mean, just the regular great soul arrow even does just enough to knock him over. So that's quite nice. Took a lot of damage from the fire there, because he blocked the hit and toggled the hit. So he's already in RTSR range. I don't know if he's going to try and carry this the whole way, or if he'll heal some of it. He might just carry it the whole way, which is a little spooky in this next segment, but we'll see.
Yeah, getting that quit out, and yeah, saves a little bit of time. 2.6 seconds time save with a gold of. Let's have a look at the exact time of that gold. But yeah, pretty nice. He's into Anorlando proper now, so
yeah.
Okay, he chugs. Okay,
he chugged. Okay, we're all good. We can feel calm.
Yeah,
or at least a little bit, a little bit more calm, because one throwing knife is not uncommon. Oh, he's gonna have to, yeah.
That was a precarious looking stance as well on that
and again
beams there.
Yeah, and he's gonna have to wait a bit, because the hitbox takes a few seconds to go for these painting guardians, which is it can catch people out the first time. They're like, oh, I'll just kill the guardian, and you try and run past, but the collision hasn't gone, so they just run into it and it just pushes them off.
Yeah. Further afield, Iron Boy Catalyst back in the fray, starting up new runs. Yeah. Olsku is at his desk, but maybe just kind of preparing himself.
There we go. He's just kicking off.
Yeah, good.
Start timer and skip cutscene. Gee, the two cutscenes at the start. The first cutscene doesn't count towards game time, but the second one does, like after the loading screen. So,
right.
Some people watch some of the first cutscenes sometimes.
Gargoyle up here has shown himself, but here Gentov gets past it.
I think Gentov's safe from the gargoyle, but there's more.
But wait, there's more.
Yeah. So
this this blue
lovely trail. Oh.
Yeah, this is full control. This is full control. I'm actively every frame trying to activating, because the game's trying to kill our characters because of the death camp situation.
Can actually really lag you as well, which is Nice.
Gets it though.
Because all the extra particles.
Look at that time save. Woo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So if you look at the sum of best,
what happened in his BB?
Didn't get that.
Yeah. Okay.
I think you had to do that a second time. So
oh dear. Yeah.
yeah.
So that's a nice start.
Yeah. So his sum of best is a 105, which puts him close to fourth place. And that's kind of the thing about Gentoff's run is that we've been seeing is that there's been so much potential.
Okay, he's gonna tank an arrow, is he?
You call that an arrow?
Take some full damage. Yeah, it's a great arrow.
Yeah.
It's like
an absolutely chuffing
for one of the great bows. You can get those in game. They're quite painful to use because they're really slow animation. The great bows.
I remember like playing this game for the first time and getting hit by one of those. Like, that's not an arrow, that is a spear. That is a lance they are firing at us.
It's pretty big. Yeah.
Ornstein though.
Right, and let's see the backstep strats. Oh no, he got a jog, so no backstep strats. Well, no effective. But
immediate quit out.
It's understandable to restart. I mean, it's a double-edged thing. You lose the time because you restarted the fight, but on the other hand, you have a chance for a better fight.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, never mind. Now he's going to lose more time. He got the lightning opening.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Interesting, but I guess it's one of those things that a bad Ornstein and small can take a billion years versus.
Yeah. Okay, going for another jog. Oh, nice jump. Yeah.
Double evade.
Okay, so now this is a 4-hit fight at best. Yeah.
Gentoff's struggling here. He's been having
a tough. Like if the opening doesn't go well, it can just be chaos. See what he's gonna do.
It's the effect of the route though, because cast time is a thing that exists and it allows you have to kind of get the right animations to be able to punish before Ornstein can kind of recover and then start evading. There are times when you'll see runners get a really, really quick one. He comes straight into you with a very slow animation. You can get 2 shots popped off to kind of get the stagger, immediately finish him off, or he'll just sit there and just jump around.
Dan must have failed a dupe. Yeah, Mintius doing the gargoyles fight. I guess he didn't get the tail cut. Yeah. Obviously, now I'm looking. The tail is now he got the tail cut, but he didn't get the firebomb strat. I don't know if he didn't go for it or just didn't get it.
I don't think I've been seeing Mintius actually try it, but
okay, yeah, double hop back just to lose you some time. Yeah, thanks, but made it through. It's he lost a fair bit there, which is unfortunate, but can carry on. Yeah, on the RTS run, and Dan going towards Sensegate skip, Catalyst at Hellkite. So
we'll keep an eye on that until he gets past it.
Be nice.
Yeah, Dan is going for the first death cam abuse here, so I'm entering Sen's fortress. So I think we can jump back over to Dan for now.
Yeah, we can. Good. Catalyst made it past Hellkite, so he'll be on to gargoyles, and Dan is doing the first death cam. Yeah, killing the hollow because he doesn't want the bonfire to be blocked. It's rare, but you see that that arrow? Yeah. That's people have been got by arrows at that distance before. Anyway, so he's going to do the first level up, which we get 14 attunement, 10 strength, and 51 intelligence. And then he's going to find there's sort of walls on either side, and you've got the one path, and you need to sort of just navigate when you can't really see what you're doing. So sometimes you'll just bump into the walls a bit. And so he's made it through. He's quit out to load back in, not in death cam, and get past the gate.
Oh, you're back. Hello.
Hey, Captain.
Hey. I am back with tea and food.
Excellent. More excellent.
So what did I miss?
Okay. Some ONS deaths. A firestorm, I think.
Oh no. Who got a firestorm?
Iron Boy got a
Damn, on
firestorm.
PB pace?
Yeah, just on PB pace, but yeah, and then so now everyone's back in the early game.
Yeah, unfortunate.
We got Dan just doing the quit out for the wall. Nice. Kata just reset to gargoyles. And yeah, Mintius just heading towards Zen's Gate Skip, just doing the little bit of purchasing stuff from Griggs, get those essential spells. Else is yeah, kind of early game. Ozku getting the bomb throw. So hopefully get a quick yep, that's one of the fastest first
Yeah, that's
gargoyles
pretty
we've
good.
seen. And yeah, very nice gargoyles fight.
Sub 610, yeah.
I think actually a gold. Yeah, there we go.
607, that's quite solid.
Quite
Yeah,
solid.
that was a really good fight. Oh,
A little bit of a
Dan
cheeky,
taking a hit from the
a
arrow
wry
trap,
smile on Olsku's face as well there.
which none of you could see.
We can see it. And trust us, it's great.
Yeah, we know. And we will relay it to you. Yeah.
There's a dupe as well, as he's obviously going down to go and grab RTSR, the red tearstone ring.
Yeah.
Um,
Mintius, is the hollow following you? Yes, okay, just incredibly so hollow. Sun's Gate skip for Mintius there. When you finally get the Sun's Gate skip and the hollow just takes like, you know, he has a little coffee break, you know, just takes his time. Like, it's off the clock, it's just, yeah. Fine, eventually. Alright.
We've seen pretty solid Iron Golems. We have seen a couple, like one or two runs weirdly be taken away by the Iron Golem, but it should be fine. It's mostly simple, but it can, yeah, I think every now and then it can be a bit weird. But it's a simple two-spell one.
It's much nicer than the old BKH route Iron Golem fight.
Do you mean the war pick? Yeah, war pick.
War pick
one.
+0.
With firebombs and oh god.
And resin. Yeah, that was not a good fight. And this one it's a lot nicer.
Yeah, now Golem is a bit better in any percent.
Yeah, well now they just use the BKH. It's pretty calm because you've got the stats. But the Warpick Golem was yeah. Leave that for no wrong runners in Prepare to Die. They can do Warpick Golem.
Iron Boy getting trolled a little bit by the dogs in Lower Berg.
Yeah, but he might heal. I don't know.
He's gonna make his way around to grab the gold pine resin.
Did Dan miss the wall jump?
I don't think so. I think he got it. He must have just lost a couple of seconds somewhere else. Maybe some pathing or something. Oh, he did get hit by an arrow trap.
Oh.
But that wouldn't lose him quite that much, would it? That'd be like a half second or something. He blocked it, but it did still slow him down. I don't know if that then messed with the cycle.
He did have a chunk of time save. I think he over his gold he lost about 8 seconds in total. So we have probably had
Maybe a slow hollow.
Hmm.
Yeah, the hollow is in that segment as well.
Yeah.
Slow shot, slow hollow, you know, could be any of these. Didn't see exactly what would have done it. Yeah, going into the Silver Knight Archer skip. It's still, I guess it's still accurate. All the other enemies are here now, but you don't go near the Silver Knight Archers.
Oh, Taurus Suicide for Iron Boy.
Oh, nice.
Not sure if that was fast.
Is that like the second one of those, or third one of those we've seen? Yeah. Yeah, so this whole death camp skip Dan is doing now is just to oh,
Oh,
never mind. That was out of nowhere. There was not really much you could do about that. I wouldn't say. Like you can roll the gargoyle if you see it coming, but I don't think any of us saw that coming.
Mm. It happens. It happens a lot. We've seen it many times.
Yeah,
I mean, I've seen personally 3, but I wonder if it's happened more over the course of the weekend.
I mean, that's not unlikely.
Sad for Danflesh. However, we do have another run making its way through. We have Mintius is going into the Iron Golem, and we also have Oldsku in Sen's Fortress, still 3 seconds ahead. What's our destination, friends?
Let's check on Oldsku. I think we haven't had him up for a bit.
That's my thoughts exactly. We'll see to the end of Iron Golem, and then we'll take our next break. So just so you know. But until that point.
Right, so he gets the little cage landing and a jump there just to break the wall. Oh, he didn't get the wall break. You see, he's a little disappointed there. So now he has to rely on the snake RNG.
oh, rip.
Yeah. That should do it. Yeah. That's gonna lose him a few seconds. You can see him shaking his shield in anger. The standard way of showing your displeasure at the game when no one can hear you.
Did he miss the jump, or did he just not break the wall when he respawned?
Yeah, he just respawned back. I don't know if he like dropped on the jump, but he quit out, so I assume he thought he'd got it, and then he loaded in and he didn't get it.
Didn't know that could happen.
Yeah, I think it just depends on... I don't know. I don't know what it depends on. I was going to make something up.
Cycles in Sen's Fortress, love it. Cycles are always a good thing to work around. They can sometimes create this kind of this like sense of tension that you need to be on the cycle every time, but also when it is like clockwork, you can kind of like flow through it quite nicely. You see, it doesn't even need to really stop there just because it's already.
If you know you can't get any faster than this, it takes some of the pressure off. Like, how quickly do I need to get through here? Well, as long as I'm here at this point, then it doesn't. I can't go faster than this. So, I don't save anything by toggling to the nth degree. But everyone still does. Like everyone still toggles as much as they can.
Getting towards the top now. We'll be taking this fight soonish.
Yeah. Bob, please.
Thank you, Bob.
Okay.
That's really good.
Backed out of the way. Very kind. Thank you, Bob.
I see you're on a speed run. Come through. Thank you.
Oh, that's not his normal attitude. He must think this is like some other thing.
It's like
It's a speed run. He's like, I'm just gonna stand here.
it's either that or the snake did enough. Like,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There we go.
it looked like he had to
And,
confirm
take a little
car.
damage from the fire and made it through. Yeah.
We'll
Very
wait for that
nice.
split time, and then the break will be coming up. But yeah, we'll be heading out for about 3 minutes, and when we come back, you'll be able to keep up with the action. We've got 6 of our runners, it seems, currently actively going through things. So yeah, we're hopefully going to get Nax in soon. Obviously, as I say, he's the furthest west, so earliest for him. But yeah, we'll be jumping away to a quick ad break, and when we come back, we'll see more from Break the Record Live. Thanks to our sponsors, Twitch and Kaspersky. Kaspersky for the $5,000 prize pool that our 7 runners are vying for here, whilst running the All Bosses category of Dark Souls Remastered. Don't go anywhere, and when we come back, you'll be able to see even more action at ESA Marathon. Thank you.